Hello, hello, Aquarius. This is Miss Joan, Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. And yes, indeed, it is Lady J of Lady J's Tarot Readings. I am at a Ren fair. This is my space. I am a pirate, and I do card readings. So here I am. Hello. This is what I do when I'm not doing videos for you. But I wanted to show you the other side so that you would know why I might be changing my channel name to Lady J's Tarot Readings. Everything will be cross-posted and whatnot to keep everybody up to date, and links will be shared at random so that everybody can get back on the same page. I am outside, so there will be odd noises like cars going by, airplanes. There's a firing range somewhere, so you sometimes get a little bit of that pop, pop, pop. So don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. Everything's fine. But yes, there's some outside noises, even birds and things will happen occasionally. I'm very excited. We're using all new decks. The layout will be the same. Einstein is still here, baby Einstein that is, and we are doing the same basic layout, which is cool, but all the decks are different, and all the links for that will be in the bottom, so don't be alarmed in the comments, of course. But let me show you what's going on. All right, let's get into this. We have the Crystal Ally cards, which are going to be our theme of the week, a theme of the month for you, Aquarius, so that you will have new information or an idea what's going on. And let's talk about that. There it is. This will be a stone of some sort with a probable one-word guidance that goes with it. Let's talk about it. You got water. Water. We're talking about going with the flow. It's perfect for you, Aquarius. This is awesome, right? It's totally your element, right? Yay. So indeed, we're in the flow. We're staying conscious and capable, and I like the intensity that water can have also. It doesn't have to be all just laying there doing nothing. You bring some intensity to the project. There's definitely some consistency will create a groove, right? The more you do something, the more the groove gets built. And that's just how water is, right? It makes a big old groove. Look at the Grand Canyon, right? So water can do some stuff. Don't be shocked. Don't be amazed. Know that it takes time, and that's okay. The other part of your... We're going to move on to this is the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck from John Holland. We have also the Psychic Tarot for the Heart from John Holland. We'll be using that for clarification later on. But this is going to be for the great overview that we're going to do. They're all pre-programmed and ready to go, so all I have to do is lay them out. And while I lay them out, I will tell you what's going on for you personally from the spirit message for you this month is to be supportive in whatever way that means for you. Do what you can. But I was definitely getting that it didn't have to be like, running around paying for things or running around doing a bunch of stuff. But it would be really as simple as listening, right? Listening and sharing and saying nice things, and that's enough. Okay, that would be enough for you. So don't try and jump through hoops or make anything crazy. There's no need. There's no need for any of those things. Just be open to the possibilities. There's a bit of a breeze and the wall is poofing in. Woo! Okay, so that's what's going on. We're outside. The other message I got for you for all 12 signs was that we need to be flexible as we step through the doorway. We're all stepping through doorways this month. And moving into new ways of being. But we need to be flexible when we do that. We can't just walk through the door and go like, okay, now everything is going to be just like this. It's never going to be just like this. So if we can breathe through that situation and get through it, we will be in a better position. We will feel better about what's going on. The more flexible we are, the happier we'll be. All right. So we are definitely looking at the 4 rows for 4 weeks of December. And we will talk about the where you are, what's blocking, what your solution is, as per usual. And let's get into the first week of December. the 3rd through the 9th. Aquarius, let us see. You have accelerated motion, so that's fun. Things are on the move for you, right? Things are getting going. Has a very Eight of Wands kind of vibe to it. Definitely towards your dreams and goals too. We want you to push towards that, if anything at all. It's cool. I like this for you. This is like, things are happening, things are moving, you are getting going where you want to go, and you know exactly how you want to get there. You're going to put the wheels in motion. Things are happening. Okay, love that. The win, it won't be done this time, okay? So don't freak out about that. This is the Triumph card that's blocking you. So the completion won't take place in December, okay? You'll be on your way, but you won't get there, all right? You're going to be on the road to Wally World, all right? In the Christmas vacation method, or vacation method. So just be aware that you're on your way. You don't have to finish anything. That's okay. If you don't finish anything, it's all right. You are still supported. That's the good news. The solution for you is to avoid this, being trapped in fear. Don't not move due to fear, okay? You're going to be stepping through that. You're going to step through fear, and by stepping through fear, you are going to be in a new place. Be flexible in that moment, right? It may not look like what you thought it was going to look like, right? You're going to be like, oh, this is new. This is different than I thought. Do it anyway, all right? Push through to the other side. Be flexible. See what's on the other side, and I think you'll find you like it, all right? Okay, that's just the first week of December. So let's talk about the second week of December, the 10th through the 16th. Foundation and achievements. So things are getting solidified. Things are feeling a little more square, and that's good news. We like that for you. You want to feel more squared away. You want to feel safe and secure in that moment. That's good news. Patience and planning is here. The patience and planning is in the block department, so you may have to be a little bit more spontaneous as you're nesting, okay? So interesting to spontaneously nest. Okay, whoop, okay. But of course, there's a little bit of a thing to say at the end there. The solution is to choose wisely where you nest and how you nest. Make sure you're not in a floodplain or something like that. Make sure that there's no potential issues where you could be washed out or otherwise unseated from where you've decided to nest, because if there's bigger birds in town and they see you nesting, they might come along and nest there too. Be cautious, be careful, be aware. This card here is talking about the next week over the 17th through the 23rd of December. And we're talking about the week before Christmas. We are looking at fulfillment of wishes, all right? So things are starting to come together, all right? Things are starting to come together. Even things you didn't know you wanted to come together are starting to come together. Hey, that's fun. Be good, be happy, be accepting. Appreciate what this is, and know that you're on the right track. This is good stuff. We love it already. Awareness is blocked. So while your wishes are being fulfilled, you might be a little bit not so open to other stuff. You may not be paying attention to other people's feelings or other people's stuff. Where you are, where you're standing, how it all looks to the other people from the outside. You may want to get there. You might want to look at that from another point of view. But right now, awareness is blocked, so maybe you let other people tell you how it's going, right? Your solution is that to be an authority, to have and acknowledge authority. So there will be possible, for some of you, there will be sobriety checkpoints. There will be opportunities to pay attention to what bigger people or people in uniform want you to do. Do it. It will be smarter. Especially since your awareness is off, we want you to pay attention to what you're being asked to pay attention to, all right? Car. This could also be you needing to step up and be the authority in the room. Okay, so if you're in a room full of people who've never done something and you have done it, you might want to just say, hey, I know this stuff. Check me out. I know. And then you can lead in that moment. And that would be pretty good. We like that. All right. The final week of December, the 24th through 30th, we are looking at emotional loss. All right. So there will be something that is going on for you that is going to pull on your heartstrings. It is going to be something that you liked that isn't going to be there for you anymore. Maybe loved. It could be physical stuff. It could be a friend who's moved on to another area, maybe had to move, maybe had to do something that was unexpected. And you just sort of went, oh, crap, I've lost them. That is not what I had hoped for. And I'm going to have to work through it. I don't see death here. What I see is a loss, something that is no longer in your life that used to be. Things don't have to die to leave, all right? This is, you're not going to feel very rooted in the ground at this time. You're not going to be, the base chakra is blocked, so you're not going to feel yourself feeling landed and secure and all that. So you're going to feel a little wishy-washy. Don't be mad about it. Just kind of acknowledge the fact that you're feeling kind of ungrounded. Poof. That's okay. Sometimes we are. Because what you're doing right now is working on your spiritual connection, and it's got you feeling a little ungrounded, and that's okay. This is spiritual strength, and we want you to access your spiritual self. It will help you feel better, especially during the emotional loss. If you get into your F word, faith, let your faith, whatever that is, I have no preferences, help guide you in this last week of December. You will feel more connected. All right. So this is okay. You're going to be fine. Interesting. Let's talk more in depth about these. I'm going to go ahead and set these 3 weeks aside, and then we will go in depth on the first week so that we can have a better understanding. All right. Okay. So we have the 3 cards for 3rd through the 9th of December. This is good news. We also have this pre-programmed deck. This is a super cool new weird deck. It's the Alleyman's Tarot. Okay, it's a compilation deck. So there's 150 or 175 cards here. All of this is the full deck, right, with all of its add-ons and boosters and such. And there's a card from an artist or a deck, and then there's 150 of them all put in one place, right? But no two are really alike, except for the maker, who made a few cards himself, but everybody else is like one of it, and that's it. So super interesting, super cool. All the artwork is all over the place. And with 150 cards, you have a full tarot deck plus more. You have an unusual arcana. You have I don't even remember what he actually called it, but it's super interesting, different cards that have nothing to do with the tarot, but they are a terrific oracle card. The joys of being outside. La la, la la. So yes, this deck is full of interesting, odd things that aren't necessarily part of the tarot, but I'm using them to intuit what's going on for you. All right? Don't be alarmed. We will talk about them when they come up. All right? So let's look at what's happening here. We have accelerated motion. We were talking about feeling a lot like the 8 of Wands, where things are moving along very quickly for you. You're getting moving. You're getting motion. You're thinking about your dreams and goals. That's wonderful news. This is weird-ass mystical shit. Pardon my French, but that's what the card is called. It is telling me that you have some things that are going on that will be beyond your capacity to understand. And that's okay. Let it be weird. Let it be odd. Let it be surprising. Allow that to be part of what's going on this week. the 3rd through the 9th. Yes. And yes, we have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is reminding you not to get confused by all the opportunities and possibilities that are sitting out in front of you. You have potential, you have possibilities, things coming to you, and you just need to like open up and say yes. You can sort out the possibilities by which ones are towards your dreams and goals and get rid of the rest, and then look at ones that are going to be, you know, timely for you, as in which ones will expire first. Do those first and then come back to the others if you need to. All right, that's the easiest and best way to handle that, and I appreciate you so much for all that wonderful paying attentionness right there. It's good news. This card here is talking about triumph. We said that triumph was blocked. There will be no completion in this situation. You will not be winning out over other people. You will not be stomping and roaring over other people. That is good news. We like that very much. There is something here that is in the blocking department. I believe it speaks to the weird things that we are afraid about because we can't see in the dark. But we've made up a bunch of weird things. This is a weird face thing that has like crazy spider type legs. I think he represents fear myself, and the weird things that we create in our heads. So find a light bulb, put it in, turn it on, find your way out of that nonsense, because it's not true. You're not there. You're just not able to triumph in this moment, okay? So don't let fear stop you from moving forward at all, or fear of weird-ass mystical shit, okay? Because that's not an appropriate truth. We have the Queen of Ravens, or something like it. That's what I call it, Queen of Ravens. And she is in the dark, but she is doing her thing. She is intuiting, she is thinking, she is feeling, she is experiencing some feelings. That stuff is all blocked right now. That's in the block department in the dark. So we're going to go back to that place called, guess what? Get a light bulb. Whatever you're experiencing in the dark, you need to get out of the dark, okay? Whatever you're experiencing, this triumph, you're not going to be able to stomp and roar on anyone else either. So you're not creating darkness, and you're not going to sit in darkness. That's the answer there. Most of that comes from, you come over here, you have another 8 card, but you're trapped in fear. So this is not the wonderful solution we're looking for, but it is something for you to know and understand that if you bring your blockedness to where you are, to your solution, that's not great, okay? So let's not do that, right? And we have this card called the Builder, all right? He is crazy good, because what I see for him is that he's taking what's in the darkness, the weird little pieces of something he found, and he's making something beautiful, all right? There's a moon on this card telling me that he's building his dreams and goals. He's not fooling around. He is using what he finds. He is definitely a warrior, okay? So he is fighting for himself. He's fighting for what he wants. He's building what he wants. He's creating it himself. He's not waiting for any permission. He's not waiting for someone to tell him it's okay to do that. He's doing it on his own. He's handling it. And that is get that light bulb on, man. Even if it's just a little headlamp, it'll be enough for you to see what you need to see. And this here is the 9 of... Nope. This is a Hermit card. All right. So this Hermit is telling me one more time, you're going to be doing this thing on your own. You're not going to be doing it with 1,000 people at your side, holding your hands and telling you how great you are. You're going to be doing it on your own. This is some internal work. You're going to have to rebuild yourself. So you've had this epiphany and opportunities and options coming your way. You fell into a pit of fear and uncertainty because you're not really sure what all that stuff is. And then, of course, you're pulling yourself out of the fear and rebuilding yourself by yourself. Okay? Interesting. Now, this deck here, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, is going to be our clarification deck. I'm going to let this one clarify these cards a little bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and clarify the weird-ass mystical shit, right? All right. We'll go ahead and clarify the fear card. I want to clarify trapped in fear, because why not? And I like the other two as they are. So let's talk about it one more time really quick. Accelerated motion. Things are on the move. Things are happening. We're into it. We have mystical shit happening. Things we can't explain. It's super exciting. It's a little freaky. So open up. This is the open up card that says release whatever's stopping you from accepting this awesomeness. Okay? Open up and let the weird ass mystical shit in. It's going to be great. You have options and possibilities. Triumph is blocked. Fear is showing up. So when the fear shows up, you have to seek the truth. You see that light? Look at all that light. Yup. You got to turn the light on and look for the truth inside you. All right? So don't let yourself get caught up in that. And yes, she has wings. She has wings. She's the queen of the ravens. So she has wings and she's flying. She might be in the dark, but she's flying and she's using her intuition to guide her. She's not just fumbling around out there. All right? So using the wings, seeking the truth. Good news. You can do these things instead of sitting in the fear. All right? Trapped in fear is here. Love wins out. When love wins out, boom, there you go. You're gonna let love guide you out of the fear. Be open, and then start with the building of your new world. Do it by yourself. Do it inside. Okay? Do it for yourself. This is great stuff. I love this for you, Aquarius. This is going to be a good first week of December. Lots of personal growth. Excellent. Please, as always, like and subscribe. Please comment. Let me know if this is just too much, because I can tell you, I think it's interesting. I don't know how you feel about it. My intention is not to wear costumes all the time, but if you're into it, I can do this. This is fine. But I won't do it if you don't tell me what you like. All right? So please like and subscribe. Let me know what's going on, and we will move forward accordingly. And I will talk to you next week about the 10th through the 16th. All right? Thank you so much, Aquarius.